Hi. Hey, welcome. We've just read John chapter 10, starting at verse 22, and all the way to the end of the chapter, verse 42. This is kind of like a heated time that Jesus is claiming to be the Son of God. I mean, this is one of those occasions in John's Gospel where the Jews want to kill Jesus for claiming to be God. And this is helpful to reflect on Jesus' claims. And it's helpful because a lot of people will say, and some other religions and stuff will say, that Jesus never did claim to be God. And this is an important passage of Scripture. It's one of many in John's Gospel because John's trying to tell people the truth, that Jesus is God, that he claimed to be God, and that we really only have a couple of choices when it comes to Jesus. We either reject him as a liar or we receive him as a Lord. Or we assume he was a lunatic because what he claimed is impossible. We believe, as Christians, that he is the Lord and that he is exactly who he said he was. He claims to be God. And there's some really good news here. The sheep hear his voice, so if you're worried, don't be. He takes care of his own. I actually heard a story recently of a woman who followed around a shepherd, a real live one in Israel, for a whole year. And she said that actually when the shepherd would be on top of a hill, the shepherd would have to whisper to her, because if the shepherd actually spoke to her in an audible voice, the sheep would come running. That's how much they knew his voice. And the same is true for you and I. And when it comes to Jesus, we know his voice. He is kind and loving and truthful. And he can set us free. So be encouraged in your reading today.